Another sleepless night, trapped in Yuma, Arizona. Another sleepless night, wondering when these people are going to follow through with their threat to end me and my children's lives. This is how I live every day for 3 years in Yuma, Arizona. Every day wondering if this is going to be the day that they unalive me and or my children. Every day. This is my life for 3 years. This is what happens. I don't see a lot of people talking about their experience of being human trafficked. Maybe because they don't survive it, or maybe because they're terrified to come out in public and let people know what the lifestyle of human traffic consists of. I don't know, because this was never part of my world until 3 years ago. So I don't know why there's not information out there for victims of human traffic that survive. Like, there's no like social media groups for human traffic victims, or networking, or resources. Like, I don't understand, why do I feel like I'm alone in this? Like, why do I feel like my family is alone with dealing with the motions of having been human trafficked? I don't understand why there's nothing out there, because, or why am I not finding the networks that are out there that are resources for victims of human traffic? I'm slow. I am disabled. So maybe I just don't know where to look. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong places for networks and groups and of people who, I don't know how many different which ways I can say it, and I'm speaking English. Like, I don't know, like, I have to keep repeating to myself because I'm so confused as to why do I feel alone? Like, I'm not the only one in the world going through the motions of having experienced being human trafficked. I can't be the only one. There's no way. There's no way. With so many people in this world, I don't know how many people are in the world, but there's no way that I'm the only one speaking up, trying to find networks of support, networks of resources, of people that are experienced with having been human trafficked and have experience with the roller coaster of emotions, and how I need to know how to get out of this stuck on stupid shit. Like, I literally feel like I'm like stuck. Like, I feel like I'm stuck on stupid. Like, I'm totally stuck on stupid. Like, I don't know how to get out of this. I don't know how to get out of this, like, feeling like I'm stuck on stupid, because I know I'm not stupid, but I also know I'm slow. So, and nobody is coming up with like information to give me, not even doctors. Like, doctors don't even know any social networks or any resources of victims that have been human trafficked, and that they like stuck in the, like, going through the motions of. Doctors don't even know what resources, networks. Like, I don't understand. And the police is just not interested. Like, they're fucking like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. I don't know if they're corrupt. I don't know if they're just like really, really don't have experience. Like, which is beyond my comprehension, because if you're a cop in the border of Mexico and you don't have experience with this type of thing, it's just, then I really am stuck on stupid. Like, I really am stuck on stupid, and I just assume so much shit, and I'm just a total ass. Like, I don't know the system, but I assume that The police would know the system. I assume that, like, domestic violence victims, like, that's common for doctors to see in emergency rooms, right? So I assume that doctors would have experience with this type of situation. I assume that, but it's like they want me to believe that this is a unique situation. And it's hard for me to believe that. It's hard for me to believe that this is a unique situation, because when I was panhandling homeless in the street, I saw a couple girls out there that was human trafficked. When I was panhandling in the streets of Yuma, Arizona with my children, the hotels, they have red flags. The police, they check in with hotels too to see, who's doing what. Like, so I know that it's out there. I know that it's out there. I just don't understand why everybody is making me feel like it's impossible that me and my children were human trafficked when we have all the red flags. Like, I don't understand the system at all. And I'm trying to, but it's kind of hard because I don't know nobody here. I was white supremacy human trafficked to Yuma, Arizona. I don't know nobody here. So I'm trying to figure all this shit out by myself. So just think about that. Like, I'm a disabled single mom. I couldn't even graduate from college because my head is fucked up. I can't even register math. So I'm like, I might look normal, but really, mm, like, I'm not like, dude, like, I'm seriously fucking disabled. Like, I don't understand why people expect me to know everything. Why people expect me to know how to react, like a normal. People want me to react like a normal. People want me to know how to react like a normal person with all of the shit that I've been dealing with by myself. There is no community support here. There's nobody. I've been begging for 3 years, all different kind of government agencies, for somebody to help us navigate through this racist ass town, right? Because government agencies should know how to guide you and direct you to how to navigate around their people, right? Because that's their people. Who would know better than the government agencies about the people in the community? I haven't had not one advocate in 3 years. Not one. So it's like these people out here expect me to know how to react to the trauma that me and my family had gone through for 3 years. Do y'all know that Ruby Bridges' two children were gunned down, and also her grandchildren were there? Her grandson got shot up. Like, when I and there's no suspect. I believe that there's no suspect. Like, could it possibly be that Ruby Bridges' family has been targeted for generation after generation, and her children, her son was murked, unalived, and no suspect? So I don't know, is that what me and my family are facing? Like, when you've been human trafficked and you've been exposed to something that's happened in the history in the past before, with how they just pluck people out of their lands and take them somewhere else. That's actually basically what happened to me. Like, back in the day, they brought our people from Africa, right? Well, now they're just having to bring us across state lines in the country, within the country, like isolating us from. It's a whole bunch of shit that these white supremacists get away with, and it's like, I don't understand why. Because, like, what's the benefit? What's the benefit of murking Ruby Bridges' children and grandchildren? What's the benefit What's the fucking benefit? Like, what's the benefit of human trafficking me and my children into your community? Like, what the fuck is the benefit? Like, what the fuck is the benefit? Like, y'all on the border of Mexico. White supremacy got this whole border of Mexico on fucking lockdown, right? They got this like a plantation out here. So y'all didn't need me and my kids. Why would y'all human traffic us when you have all these Mexicans that y'all could use and abuse for generation after generation? Why would you want to add me and my children to the mix if we're worthless to y'all? Did y'all assume that me and my children were going to accept your offers of criminal activity for employment? Did you assume that? Like, because you can't just go around human trafficking people and assuming that you're just going to own their ass. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, do y'all not do your research? Like, why would these people, right? They supposedly millionaire. Why would they risk? Why would they risk what the fuck they got to? They got shit to lose. I don't got shit to lose except my children. Maybe that was Ruby Bridges' cases too. Like, you could take all my materialistic shit. I don't give a fuck. But these human traffickers, they live off of their materialistic shit. That's what adds value to them, to their person. Like, that's what adds value to their lives is materialistic shit. So they're millionaires, right? So they got all these properties, all different kind of states. They got businesses. They got friends all over the fucking place, right? With money, like, and status. And so why would they want to like risk that? Like, why would they want to risk that? There's plenty of women out there. There's plenty of women and men out there that will consent to the lifestyle that the white supremacy human traffickers introduced me to. The white supremacy human traffic culture and whatever businesses they do, illegal or not illegal. There's a lot of people out here, especially on the border of Mexico, that are undocumented and they desperate to come to this country. There's a lot of people out there that will consent to being involved with the human traffic lifestyle. Why would they go and target me and my children knowing that we were not consenting to this shit that we were not. This is not something that we would ever consent to. So why would they target us? Why would they groom us? Why would they lure us over here with all these fake American dream lies? Like, I don't understand. Why would they risk their shit? Why would they risk their business? Why would they risk their lives? Why would they risk their future? Why would they risk that? Why would they risk that? Why would they put that at risk? People people work generations after generations after generations in their family to get to where they are financially. Why the fuck would they risk that by targeting my family and committing crimes against my family? Why would they do that? And the crazy part is, you want to know how disabled and crazy I am? World, you want to know how disabled and crazy I am? I don't even care about pressing charges against these people for nothing. I don't even care about pressing charges. You know why? Because that's just a piece of paper. That's just taking time out of my life. For what? Most likely they're not going to get prosecuted because they got a lot of fucking money. And I don't. So it would be a waste of time to even press charges against these people. But I would like some community support to help me navigate through the fucking system that their townspeople brought me and my children into. This is their people that know their culture of enabling and profiting off of crimes against me and my children, because I'm new to all this. I'm learning as I go. And 3 years here, I see that a lot of people benefit off of me and my children being residing in this community. A lot of people benefit, whether or not they like me, whether or not they like my children. It's a lot of people out here that benefit just by us residing here.
My mom used to say, "Oh, don't worry about those people. They're crazy. They need praying for." And I believe that because she also said, "Ruby, if you're ever afraid and I'm not with you, you can always say your prayers." And for me, my prayers worked. Ruby went on to graduate from high school and married Malcolm Hall. They've been together for more than 3 decades and have 4 children, but they've also known tragedy. In April 2005, their son Dana was driving on I-10 with his 2 young children when someone drove up and opened fire. My grandson was shot through his knee and once through his ankle. He had to learn how to walk all over again. And my granddaughter was hurt in the accident, but my son was shot through the shoulder and the bullet lodged in the back of his neck. They survived, but she says her oldest son, Craig, was determined to track down suspects by speaking to witnesses. And I remember looking at him and saying, just leave it alone. And he just said, "No, Mom. Somebody has to say something. This is ridiculous. This has to stop." Craig never got the answer he was looking for. The husband and doting father was murdered July 4th, 2005. The next month, Katrina swamped the family's New Orleans East home. Then when Hurricane Katrina hit, it really kind of snapped me out of a state of depression that I was in. It really felt like, my world had changed so much that now
Her son was unalived on July 4th. Ruby Bridges' son was unalived on July 4th. Ruby Bridges' son was unalived on July 4th. My children and I never belonged in Yuma, Arizona. We were targeted by white supremacists. We were groomed. We were lured here. Those people have a lot of money. They have a lot of friends. They isolated me and my 2 minor children from our support system, from our communities, from our Black Lives Matter. They're trying to rob us from our culture. They're trying to they They have us here under duress. They have me and my children residing in Yuma, Arizona under duress. Every day that we have resided in Yuma, Arizona, our lives have been threatened. Every day I wonder when these white supremacists are going to follow through with their threats to end mine and my children's lives. I live in a community that is very corrupt. They are very corrupt. They have a culture of generation after generation after generation after generation after generation of corruption. I'm not saying that everybody that resides in Yuma, Arizona is corrupt. I'm not saying that everybody who resides in Yuma, Arizona is oppressive or racist. I'm not saying that. I am saying that the majority of people that my children and I have been exposed to are very shady, are very hypocritical, and they have racism and oppression within their culture that most of the people, not everyone that I've been exposed to is a piece of shit. Not everybody. The majority, yes, the majority has discriminated against me and my children. The majority. And the ones that haven't done it, and they're silent about knowing, and they're silent with their support. They're silent about knowing about what is actually happening to me and my children for 3 years. So it's like they're just as bad as the ones discriminating against us, because if you're not an oppressor, if you're not a racist, and you see someone being victimized, why would you stay silent? Why is there not a federal agency that addresses this type of situation? Because I reported to FBI 9914, and she kind of did the same thing that the human trafficking toll-free numbers do. Like, she said she took the information, but that was all she could offer. Well, she offered her agent number. I had no clue because she didn't even give me a warning, a heads up. I had no idea that she called the state police to do a wellness check. As soon as I hung up the phone with her, she called the state police to do a wellness check on my children, because the officer made clear that he wanted to do a wellness check to check on my children, which is beyond my comprehension because we're a family unit. So it's like I'm the spokesperson for my children. It was the middle of the night. My son was in bed asleep. My other son was doing his thing. Why would you want to do a wellness check on my children? When I explained the situation to the FBI and I explained the situation to the officer that was doing the wellness check, that The safety concerns are not inside of my freaking residence. It's not inside of my family. That's not where the safety concerns are. The safety concerns are the community that's outside. So why are they doing a wellness check on me and my children after I hung up with the FBI? Why are they doing a wellness check if we're inside the residence? Like, we're not in danger within our own selves. Like, there's no danger within our own selves. The danger is within the community that enables and profits off of white supremacy, human traffic. So if the danger is outside, and I complained to the police, the Yuma Police Department, that my life has been threatened, my children's life have been threatened. So if the danger is outside, why are they doing a wellness check on inside of my residence instead of doing a wellness check to their fucking whole entire community? Because I provided names. So it's not like they don't know where to go do a wellness check. Do a wellness check within your own community that is enabling and profiting from human traffic. Like, if I'm telling you where the problem is, why are you doing a wellness check inside the residence? This is not the problem inside. The problem began in Jacksonville, North Carolina. That's where it began, and then hitting the road to come out to Yuma, Arizona. Like, I don't understand their logic, but in a way, I kind of can try to figure what they doing is like. The cop asked me about my disability and what he wanted to know details about my disability, which is to me a sign that he's fishing for ways to discriminate against my disability. I mean, because he did not appear to be genuinely concerned. When I recorded our telephone call before he came here, he was able to fake his concern somewhat, I guess, because he sounded like he would be, but on face-to-face contact, it's kind of hard to hide what your intentions are, because unless you're a good actor, and he's not a very good actor. So it was clear to me that his intentions were not to help me if I was in need of any type of assistance. So that's just how they do out here. I don't know if it's because they need more training. I don't know if it's because they get paid a lot of money from the white supremacists out here, so they follow certain white supremacy rules. I don't know. I don't know. I can only guess. I don't know. Um, they obviously don't give a fuck. They obviously don't. They obviously don't, because if they did, I wouldn't be here 3 years later still in fear for mine and my children's lives because of the threats. I wouldn't be here 3 years later feeling like I'm trapped because the Yuma Housing Authority ignores me. They're not trying to assist me in making arrangements to move. It's not like I'm asking them for a penny. I'm not asking them for money. I'm asking them for ways where I can pay them. I don't know. The system is Vanessa Gillian. That's the system. It's military community. You would think that because these cops out here are getting paid by the state and federal, like the state of Arizona, the city of Arizona, you would think that they're not following military rules, like military law enforcement rules, right? Because they're getting paid by the city and the state, right? And they get some federal funding, right? So everybody's like, don't defund the police. That's what the police say. Don't defund the police. Don't take money away from the police, right? So they getting all this money from everywhere, right? So why does it appear that they're following military police rules instead of city police rules, instead of state police rules, instead of they're getting federal money? They're not they but military communities, I wouldn't advise nobody to come move here unless you're fucking ready to die. Because they don't know how to do nothing else but to live fucked up. Like racist, oppressive, fucked up. Like greedy and selfish, fucked up. I don't understand it. This country is so wealthy. What's the need to be so greedy? What's the need? What's the need to want to buy, sell, trade people? We are not animals. We are not slaves. What's the need to talk to hunt? Because they hunt these white supremacists. They hunt people. They these white supremacists. They hunt brown and black people. Like they hunt. They prey on. They target. They groom. They lure. And then they say that Mexico and the gangs and Black Lives Matters are the animals. When they're the ones, the white supremacy are the ones that are hunting people. I don't understand how they expect me to react. Like, nobody is telling me what is the correct way to react after all the trauma. What is an appropriate way to react? When you have to send your 13-year-old to a school every single day by law, you have to send your 13-year-old to school by law. He has a right to be in school. But you are forced by law to send him to a school where you don't feel he is safe because they have discriminated against him and turned him into Ruby Bridges. Ruby Bridges had it good. She had it good because she was sent to a classroom all by herself. She didn't have to be surrounded by people who discriminated against her directly in her face, telling her to go back to the slums she came from. Ruby Bridges did not have to encounter having to be in contact with those people daily because, for what history says, she was in the classroom by herself every day with the teacher, with one teacher. I would say that's pretty fucking good. Like, you had it good, girl. Because it's 2022 and they turned my son into Ruby Bridges, and my son has to see the same people that attacked us, racially attacked us. He has to deal with those people. I don't believe those people have my son's best interest at hand. I don't think all of the teachers in that school are racist. I can't believe that they're all oppressive and racist. Maybe in the future he might, tell me that, some of those teachers made a positive impact on his life. That might happen, but it might not. Because I don't believe that these people care about my children. We have 3 years of experience of being discriminated against and sabotaged and robbed and lied to and lied on. and put in life and death situation. Yuma, Arizona has put me and my children in life and death situations multiple times. We're maxed out of our 9 lives. Me and my children are maxed out of our 9 lives. So I sit here and wait every day. When are they going to get the job done? When are they going to follow through with their threats? This is a small community. Everybody's related. It's a lot of people running around this town with guns and badges, and they are part of white supremacy. They are part of the white supremacy culture. Anytime that a government official can be so corrupt to put a target on your disability head and on children's heads, that is white supremacy culture. That is hunting brown and black people, Mr. Tyree, principal of Crane Middle School. Anytime a government agency is corrupt enough and comfortable enough to conspire to put a target on a disabled person's head and a target on children's head by lying and saying that they are school shooters or potential school shooters, that is contributing, enabling white supremacy culture of oppression and racism. That is not good for nobody. It's not good for me and my children because we can't afford problems with City Hall. We can't fight City Hall. We can't afford problems with the police. We can't afford problems with the government. We can't afford problems with nobody out here because we are vulnerable, because we are victims of white supremacy, human traffic, because we have been isolated from our people across the country. So, what Crane Middle School has done to me and my children is traumatizing. And if we don't get an advocate, if we don't get somebody to help us navigate through your oppressive racist community, we are going to continue to feel like we are under attack and threatened. That's not good. It's lowering the quality of life of mine and my children's lives. It's lowering the quality of life. I don't know how many lower levels, because this is low life bum bitch shit. Like, this is crazy to me because it's like there's no lower level that is rock bottom. It's like it's a continuous low, 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 low. Y'all just hit below the barrel. Y'all just low, 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 like dirty, dirty, dirty. And I don't understand how y'all could hit so fucking low. Like Michelle Obama said, when y'all go low, we supposed to go high, right? That's what Michelle Obama said. When they go low, you go high. That's a very privileged perspective. That's a very privileged perspective because when you get hit so many times, when somebody just knocks you and your children down, and I'm disabled. So I don't understand why grown ass men target me, a disabled woman. That's like, anyway, it's it's like no, it's like How fucking more low? These people got so many low levels. These people got so many low, fucking low levels, yo. And that's why I say it's hell here, because it's so dirty and low, like low, yo. It's like the ultimate low is following through with their threat of unaliving me and my children. That's the ultimate low. So it's like, when is it going to happen? Because every day that we reside here, we keep waiting for when is the next time they're going to discriminate against us. When is the next time they're going to mistreat us? When is the next time they're going to try to set us up? When is the next time they're going to rob us? When is the next time they're going to lie on us? When is the next time they're going to this? When is the next time they're going to that? When is the next time they're going to... It's like, who the fuck want to live like that, yo? Who? I am Trenton. I know what it's like to dodge your bullets. I know what it's like to carry my child in my hand and run across the projects, dodging bullets. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to raise children, to not have that mentality of hurting other people. Because who wants to live like that? These fucking ignorant ass fucking schools out here, they profile children. They profile children. I can't imagine what their school to prison pipeline looks like for brown and black children. The white Mexican children and the white children who actually do school threats. There was one in Centennial Middle School that did a school threat. They threatened to unalive the principal and somebody else. I don't know. The teachers cry because they were so emotional that this child was getting in trouble or got in trouble or was invested. I don't know what the hell happened, but the teachers and the staff cry in support for the white Mexicans and the white children that do fucked up shit. But the brown and black kids get lied on. They get lied on. This community lies on brown and black children to set them up. I'm telling y'all, it sounds crazy. I know. It sounds unbelievable. I know. It sounds fucking crazy. But it happens. I know, because I've been here fucking 3 years with my kids. Yo, these people are ass backwards, yo, with the way they raise these fucking kids, yo. That's why I'm trying to get my kids out of here. I'm ready to abandon all my shit, yo. I just want to take our fucking pictures and our fucking paperwork, all the materialistic shit. I don't give a fuck about it. Our lives are in danger. What the fuck? I never did a live video. Me and my children never went live on social media until the day that we hit the road to come out here from Jacksonville. Until that day, the day that we left 903 Hub Drive in Jacksonville, North Carolina, that day is the first day that me and my children went live on social media. My children were excited. The first live video my children did, They were excited to move out of Jacksonville, North Carolina, and journey across country to what we thought was going to be the New Covenant Church in Jacksonville, North Carolina. Sandy. She knows we were in search of culture. We were in search of diversity, culture, better worldly views. I assumed the border of Mexico, since it would be so highly populated with Latinos, I assumed we had a lot in common. I assumed we would have a lot in common. For my people on the East Coast, for my people that have not traveled across country or known people around the world or from Mexico, I'm warning y'all, my people on the East Coast, those of y'all that are like how I was, very ignorant because we lacked experience, we lacked travel. I'm warning y'all. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot. A lot. There's a lot of white Mexicans on the border of Mexico that contribute to oppression and racism. There's a lot of them. They're everywhere. And I'm surprised that the Mexicans on the East Coast didn't warn our community, that my community, to so that the information could get to me, because I never heard of these type of Mexicans before. I never heard of the type that are oppressive and racist like this. I never heard of them before. There's a lot of them. Eddie Guerrero WWE song, Lie, Cheat, Steal. I thought wrestling was fake. I really did think that wrestling was fake. I thought they were like actors. I thought, whenever you see them get injured, that's just what happens. Injury on the job. Like they a mistake happened, they got injured. Like, but ultimately, overall, I thought it was all fake. Now you gotta pay attention because I didn't pay attention. What Eddie Guerrero was saying, I thought that was all like I thought that was just a theme he pulled out his ass and it's fake. Now I wonder about the Undertaker. Like, what the fuck background does the Undertaker? Was his story like? Now I'm wondering about all of them. Like John Cena was always the man. From Boston, John Cena, he was always the man. And I'm not into gringos, but that's one gringo that I'm like, yo, he's not even he's good. He's good. But I thought it was all fake. I thought it was all entertainment fake shit. But Eddie Guerrero, Lie Cheese Steel WWE video, he was trying to tell us. He was trying to tell us what it is. He was trying to tell us they really don't give a fuck. All they give a fuck is about that culture of lie, cheat, steal. That's what I was trying to get my children away from. When I left the East Coast, when I moved away from the East Coast, that was my goal. Get my kids away from the culture of lie, cheat, steal, all that shit, yeah. And I assumed that the neighborhoods with the green grass, with the greenest grass, I assumed that those was the neighborhoods that had lower crime rates associated with lie, cheat, steal, kill, all that. They worse. They worse. Because at least in the hood, you got a pretty good idea of who's who and what the fuck is going on. At least in the hood, you got an idea. At least, but when the grass is green and you got a lot of white people running around with corporations and businesses and a lot of money, I'm talking about a lot of money. These rich neighborhoods, there's a reason why they treat Section 8 like shit, because they don't want a disabled, retarded ass like me coming into their neighborhood and telling their secrets. And that's what I did. I came out here and they treat me like shit. And in order to save my fucking whatever little bit of fucking piece of shit life I have left, I have to fucking expose shit because I have to try to save the next person that these motherfuckers white supremacy human traffic out here. I gotta try to save people from being trapped into white supremacy human traffic. I have to try to do that because nobody did that for me. Somebody should have told me that these Mexicans out here contribute to fucking oppression and racism. Somebody should have fucking warned me. Harvard didn't warn me. The way they teach it like sugar coated, not to a language where I understand. They teach it like very politically correct. This is why I don't do fucking politics, yo. I don't do politics because they like fucking two-faced it, yo. They do the shit like real smooth. Like, I fucking hate politics. I do not fuck with politics, yo. I don't know why these motherfuckers brought me out here. I don't know how to be I don't know how to be politically correct, yo. It don't matter how hard I try. I don't know how to be politically correct. I don't know how to sugarcoat shit. I did not graduate from Harvard, yo. I did not even graduate from community college because that's how fucked up my head is. that I can make it all the way to the dean's list, but once it get to one class that I need, I'm done. Like I quit. For the record, I'm telling y'all, world, for the record, there are multiple mayors around this country that have been informed about what's going on. Because if I can make mine and my children's way back to the East Coast, I want the mayor of every state that we have to go through to understand that me and my children are headed back to the East Coast and we don't want no fucking problems with no fucking body out. I already hit up a couple mayors. So a couple mayors from a couple of the states and a couple state police from a couple states are fully aware of my situation and of my plans and desires to head back to the East Coast. So whoever across the country has their pockets of white supremacy, we're coming through without weapons. We're coming through without any bad intentions. We are trying to go back to the East Coast. We want mayors, governors, police department, local, state, federal police. We want whoever the fuck wants to know about what the fuck is going on the border of Mexico with this crisis of white supremacy, human traffic with me and my family. Whoever want to know the business, whoever want to gossip girl, whoever want to target us, I'm telling y'all right now, we trying to make our way back to Trenton, New Jersey, because that's where Crane Middle School racist teacher told us go back to the slums we came from, right? So that's what the fuck we trying to do, but with pleasure and with grace. I mean, we don't want no problems. I'm actually very happy and grateful to that racist teacher at Crane Middle School. Lady, you have no idea how grateful I am to you for being racist against me and my child. Lady, as much as I want to be mad at you because how disgusting racism is and how much I'm against racism, as much as I want to be mad at you, and I trust me when I tell you, I could verbally drag you all around the world. But I'm not going to do that because I actually appreciate you reminding me that I need to go back with my children to the slums that we came from. Thank you for reminding me. Because sometimes I get stuck on stupid because I'm slow. I'm disabled. I always want to focus on my priorities, which is safety, security, and stability for my children. And I have done that as to my maximum in Yuma, Arizona. I have prioritized my children's safety, security, and stability as much as I possibly could. But that lady reminded me that I'm wasting my fucking life here. I'm wasting my children's lives here. That lady, if there is a God, which I don't even believe in God no more, because Yuma, Arizona taught me that God is a fucking piece of shit. He's a fucking asshole. He's a fucking racist too. That's what the fuck Yuma taught me about God. But if there is a God that is holier than thou, that God sent that devil woman, that racist devil woman. He sent her. He sent her. The woman that most people would think that I would hate. If she is the devil if she is the white devil that our Indian ancestors talked about, I don't hate the devil. I don't hate the devil, yo. I don't hate the devil. If it wasn't for that devil giving me a reality check in front of my child, I probably would have still been buying fucking $1,000 furniture and still fucking trying to make plans for the fucking future, being here in fucking Black Lives Matter lockdown, house arrest for the next fucking whatever the fuck. That woman said what she said. That school did what they did. But had it not been for her, their Crane Middle School star teacher, had it not been for her discriminating against me and my son and turning my son into Ruby Bridget, had it not been for her, I would be stuck on stupid. I mean, she did me a favor. I might not like the delivery. I might not like the intentions behind it. But the truth is, I'm glad it happened because it made me realize that I need to wake the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. Because there ain't shit here. It's not fucking worth a fucking penny, yo, to live here. And I keep investing my fucking pennies, and this place, this community keep profiting off of me and my pennies and my children. And it's like, it's not worth it. Her and her kind, they belong to live here generation after generation. They belong to live here. This is their fucking space, yo. However the fuck they got it, Christopher Columbus as white supremacy, human trafficking. However the fuck they fuck, wherever the fuck hell shithole they crawled out of that landed them here. They was here before me, right? They wasn't here before my ancestors, but they was here before me and my children. So, and the world is big enough, yo. There's enough space in the world for all of us. They can have this shit. They can have it. They belong to be here forever, yo. Those kind of people belong to be in a community with their own kind. Just like me and my children belong to be in a community of our own kind. So if she called my community from the East Coast slums, I can't be offended. How am I going to be offended if a racist white teacher at Crane Middle School called my community on the East Coast slum? How can I be offended when I feel the same way about her and her community? Like, it's shithole. So why are we even fighting about racist discrimination shit? I don't even know why there's a fucking race war. I don't understand it. Because if she's okay with living in a shithole, that's her prerogative. And if I'm okay living in a slum, that's my prerogative. It becomes a conflict when people are human trafficked and forced into different lifestyle, culture, and communities. That's when it becomes a culture clash. So I actually appreciate that teacher. So I hope she don't think I'm mad at her. And when I get to the East Coast, if she want, I'll mail her a fucking a postcard. I'll send a postcard to Crane Middle School directly for her because she did me a favor. It's not good to walk around with your eyes closed and blinded. I like people that are fucking real, yo. If you are a racist, if you are a white supremacist, if you are a asshole, I would appreciate if you're real about it. Like, don't be two-faced, don't sugarcoat it, don't try to hide behind the bush, don't fucking like give me hints because I don't know how to take fucking hints. Like, just be straight up. And that's what she did. She was straight the fuck up, yo. You have to respect that. Even though I don't respect discrimination, I don't respect oppression, I don't respect inhumanity. I don't respect that shit. But I respect somebody for being fucking real, yo. You gotta respect somebody that's real. The ones that I don't respect, the ones that I don't give a fuck about, is the two-faced ones, yo. The ones that smile in your fucking face and act like they cool with you, but they trying to murk you. Them is the ones. Them is the ones that I don't respect. Yeah, I am literally insane, hon. Certified. A judge stamped that shit. Stay tuned for more. It's never ending. Yeah. People who are disabled, they sound like they 5 years old. So why would people discriminate and target and white supremacy human traffic somebody that's sound like they 5 years old? Why would they do that? That's my point. Why would they fuck with somebody that's disabled? Why would they do that? Can you please share this? Did you, girl? Can you please share this so that your friends could come over here and comment too? Because I need all I could get. I need y'all to take this to your dinner table. Take this to Pillow Talk. I don't know what time it is where you're at, but it's almost 5 o'clock here. And we need to keep this going. So please share it. Invite your friends. Because I'm literally on here talking to myself most of the time. So I'm actually appreciate you being here. Thank you for your time and attention. I appreciate it. Black Lives Matter. Don't forget. Black Lives Matter. Digi girl. Black Lives Matter. Don't forget. If you forget everything about my video, everything about me, if you just forget, but remember Black Lives Matter, okay? Let me see if that principal got back to me because it seemed like nobody want to get back to me. The housing authority didn't get back to me. The NAACP didn't get back to me. NAACP of Yuma, Arizona. Girl, go invite your friends, yo. Go share this shit. Mine and my children's lives are at risk. Every day for the past 3 years, residing in Yuma, Arizona, our lives have been at risk. We have been white supremacy human trafficked from Jacksonville, North Carolina, a military community, to Yuma, Arizona, a military community on the border of Mexico. It's okay, whatever you think. Just bring it. Just bring it. Just keep bringing it. Just keep bringing it. Keep commenting. What they say, I don't know how the algorithm or all this other shit goes to spread the word, but tell your friends, share it. I mean, don't be on here by yourself. Let it be like a group of people commenting and criticizing. Let bring more people, yo. There was another video. Oh, let me tell you this, Digi Girl. This one dude on one of my past videos, he's a musician and he got devil signs on his pictures and stuff, right? And you know what he said? He said, "Oh yeah, it sounds like you're a single mother." Digi Girl, you call me a terrible mother, and that other white devil called me what he said? He said that's why you a single mother or some shit, some shit. What else he said? He said some. Let me see if I find that video, cause he was talking mad shit too. Oh, and then there was another guy, right? He actually had a Harvard connection. And he said he's an aspiring millionaire. What did he say? Oh yeah, he called me an N. He called me the N word. Did you, girl? This Harvard aspiring millionaire, Harvard connected aspiring millionaire, literally called me the N word. You believe that? Girl. So now I'm a terrible mother. Now it's like I'm a terrible mother and girl. And what the hell? Can can y'all be creative? Like come up with something that I haven't heard before. Like be creative. Be creative. Share the video, please. Digi girl. There should be resources for people with disability who claim to be white supremacist human traffic victims. There should be resources for us. There should be reliable, trustworthy resources to help us cope with the crimes that have been committed against us. You know who else is a terrible mother? Digi girl. You know who else is a terrible mother? Those women who have children and they prey on weak and vulnerable disabled women who sound like 5-year-olds and they prey on them and they groom them and they lure them and they target them and they lure them across country to the border of Mexico, I would say that's a terrible mother too. I would say, you know, those women who sell their ass to the white supremacy, I would say that's a terrible mother too. You know, those women who target disabled single mothers that sound like 5-year-olds and they lie on them? I would say that's a terrible mother too. I would say women out there with the name Digi Girl knocking down a disabled single mother who has been white supremacy human traffic crisis on the border of Mexico, and if they have children, I would say even if they don't have children and they bitch, you too, bitch, you too, girl, you too terrible, you too terrible, your mother terrible, your mother terrible too, your mother terrible too. Look at you, girl. Who's your mother? Who raised you? Your mother terrible too, hun. Cause anybody that's gonna come on somebody's social media that is screaming for assistance, screaming for help, screaming for her to save her life. Anybody who come on that kind of person's fucking lives just to say they terrible and criticize them, girl, who's your mother? She's terrible. But it's whatever because people like you throw stones and it's like you hide like cowards because there's no way you're gonna put your mother out there. Tell me who she is. Tell me who you are. Like, there's no way. It's like, I appreciate you for keeping me company though, because usually I'm on here talking to myself. So tell your friends to come on here too and distract me because since I don't have a job, I don't have a car, I don't have a life, I got time, girl. I need to put my message out there. Black Lives Matter. Ultimately, all this jibber jabber, all this jargon talk, girl, at the end of the day, just remember Black Lives Matter. Somebody told me to block and they told me how to hide and hide the comments and block. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave them all right there. They all could stay there. Like, why should I filter out all the negative comments? Why should I filter out the Trump trash? Why should I filter out all that scumbag shit? Why should I filter it? Leave it right there. I'm gonna leave all that shit right there. I'm gonna leave it all right there because why filter it? Why clean it out? Let it be there so that the world can see the type of fucking people that we deal with, yeah. I'm hoping that these racist ass teachers at Crane Middle School, I'm hoping that they open up fake profiles so that they can hide behind their fake profiles and come up on here too. Why not? I'm diverse. I'm not exclusive. I don't need to censor anybody. Why should I censor anybody? I have nothing to fucking hide. Anybody who has gone through the trauma that I have gone through, that my children have gone through, we're not going to appear normal. We are having normal reactions to the shit that we have been put through. Message retracted. That's what they do. Like they push it out there and then they delete, dirty delete, and girl, we've been living in hell for fucking 3 years. There ain't shit you gonna say that's gonna fucking impress me. Actually, distraction is good for me because then I could get out of that mindset of stuck on stupid that I be on. Because when I get stuck on stupid and I focus on something and I can't take my focus off of it unless I get distracted. So you said that already. Say something else. You said that already. You said that already, hun. How about you talk about my gray hairs? Because I got them coming out my asshole too. So, like, why don't you talk about my hairs? Like, why don't you talk about my nostrils that you can see my brain through my nostril? Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about my eyebrows like that other dude did on my other video? Like, why don't you do that? Like, you're gonna stay on the same thing, whatever. Insecure where? Insecure where? Insecure where? I'm insecure from being white supremacy, human traffic. That's the lowest, most insecure I ever been in my life, honey. That's the lowest I ever been in my life. Associate my insecurity with white supremacy, human traffic. That's my insecurity. That's my insecurity. Mine and my children's lives being threatened by oppressive racist people. That's insecurity. My Black Lives Matter under attack. That's insecurity. So there's a little bit of truth behind what you're saying there. Terrible mother, there might be some truth there because my children, I should never have exposed my children to these oppressive white people. I should never have exposed my children to these white supremacists. So yes, that is terrible for any mother to do. I admit, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I fucked up royally. You're right. But those who throw stones need to look in the fucking mirror because who's your mother? Who's your mother? Look at the piece of shit she created. You in the slums, baby. You in the slums because that's where Crane Middle School racist white star teacher. She said we come from the slums, we slums, and you in my video, so you in the slums. You in the slums. Your mother raised you to be in the slums. You in the slums. Welcome to the slums. I just don't know why y'all don't put up y'all real name. Why don't y'all put up y'all real name? Because y'all fucking clowns. Fucking clowns, yo. I'm I'm gonna need you to have your friends come over here and join you. Because I could use some company. I could use some company. Not just you. Go get your friends. I'm not gonna delete y'all. I'm not gonna block y'all. I'm not gonna hide y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all right there. Cause I could use the distraction. Because yes, my life is pathetic. because I'm a victim of white supremacy, human traffic, and I'm trapped in Yuma, Arizona, Trump, trash fucking town. So you're correct again. You're correct again. I am pathetic. Yes, I'm very fucking pathetic. I never belonged here around this community. So you're right again. It's all a matter of perception. It's all a matter of perception. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know what else is pathetic? A millionaire who targets a disabled single mother and white supremacy, human traffic her and her children across country. I would say that's pretty pathetic too. You know what else is pathetic? Residing in a military community that does not have any resources. They don't have any resources to address this type of situation. I'll say that's fucking pathetic too. I'll say that's pathetic too. Oh, now I'm a predator. All right, toodles. Peace. Peace. Don't forget, Black Lives Matter. Nice chat. Don't forget, though, Black Lives Matter. Don't forget that. Thank you for stopping by. Please come again. And next time, bring your friends. Because I enjoy the distraction. It gets me out of being stuck on stupid. Mad? Where am I mad? I'm waiting for my food stamps to kick in like 3 hours. My food stamps gonna kick in and I'm going shopping. So where the fuck am I mad at, bitch? Where? Where? I'm about to go shopping. Where am I mad at? I'm gonna eat and shit just like you. We all eating shit the same way. So where am I mad at? Why you keep retracting your fucking your shit? Like why you keep deleting? It don't make no sense. That's what I'm talking about. I got mad respect for people who put their actual name and face out there. People that have something to say and they put their name and their face out there. That's respect. No matter if I disagree with what they got to say, there's a level of respect there. But people like this, clowns, yo, fucking clowns, clowns. I hope they go and get their fucking friends to come and visit next time. Subscribe to my channel so you can know when I'm live. Subscribe, spread the word, share it, please. Let this be a topic of conversation on every white supremacist human trafficker table in the fucking world, yo, so that they could fucking know that, there's certain shit that it, it shouldn't be done. Like there's certain shit shouldn't happen, yo. Oh yeah, like I was saying. So I notified a few states. I notified them so that they could know that I notified a few mayors in different states. I notified a few politicians in different states. I notified a few state police in different states. I notified a couple people of my intention to get my family, get my children back to the East Coast. And I wanted to go as smoothly as possible to travel back across country. I don't want no airplanes flying out the fucking sky like what's that Mexican singer? Jenny Rivera, I think is her name. Let me see. Let me look her up. What's her name? That Mexican singer that fell off of the plane. Her plane crashed. Jenny Rivera. That Mexican singer, Jenny Rivera, when her plane crashed. So I don't want to be the next Jenny Rivera. Okay. And if I am, well, at least I want to leave a fucking trail of information behind. So, like I said, so I notified a couple mayors, politicians, state police, and local police in different states from West Coast to East Coast, letting them know what's going on and what my intentions are. So, one day at a time, one day at a time. I'm waiting for the housing authority, Yuma, Arizona housing authority, give them a shout out. Everybody who want to follow me, everybody want to be in the business, everybody who want to be relevant, give the Yuma housing authority a shout out. Tell them that Jessica Zenquist is still waiting for their reply, like about transferring my Section 82 across back to where we came from. I need to make arrangements for that to happen. I would appreciate Yuma, Arizona housing authorities support any way possible. I would appreciate that. So if anybody want to give them a shout out, like I don't understand why they ignore me. Digi girl, you want some mirrors? You want some Wayfair mirrors, Digi girl? You want some mirrors? You want some diamond mirrors, Digi girl? I could use some assistance here. If y'all could start tagging fucking news outlets, that'd be great because Facebook keep putting me in Facebook jail. And I haven't been on YouTube long enough for people to pay attention to me. So If y'all could start tagging news outlets, I don't give a fuck if y'all who y'all tag. You appear to be very educated, Digi girl. You appear to be so educated. Where did you go to school? Where do you go to church? Who raised you? Who did you vote for, Digi girl? What color was the shit that came out your asshole, Digi girl? Your last shit. What color was it? Es que esta gente son más sucia, carajo. That's how you gotta treat these fucking people because they dirty. Like they so fucking slum. Like they call us animals and slumish, but they the ones, yo. They call brown and black people slum and animals. When look at what the fuck they do. They come on disabled single mothers who's in crisis from white supremacy, human traffic. They come on our videos and they do this shit. How do people set up fundraisers on YouTube? Because I wonder if I get a couple pennies here and there. Did you, girl? Should I set up some kind of fundraiser? Because Molly Go Lightly from Justice for Vaughn in Yuma, Arizona. Molly Go Lightly, she's from Pennsylvania. She's military connected too. She said her husband was a Russian banker or some shit, but it turns out that he's a fucking realtor. Anyway, so yeah, like she sets up fundraisers all the time. How does she do that? And should I buy some subscribers? Should I buy some likes? Because we need more people on here. No shit. Are there people out there that do YouTube and they fall asleep on YouTube? Like, because you know what? I'm seriously considering you leaving YouTube on until I fall asleep and y'all can watch me sleep. I should leave YouTube on 24 hours a day. Because obviously I have something that interests you. I'm hungry, but I don't feel like cooking. I could eat some fruit, but I don't want that. I'm hungry. I don't know what I want to eat. I think I haven't washed my hair for like a week. No, like 4 days. My name is Jessica Zenquist. Me and my children were human trafficked from Jacksonville, North Carolina to Yuma, Arizona 3 years ago. There are many, many, many witnesses. I have been showing and telling on my Facebook accounts for 3 years. I have friends who have videos, live videos that and private videos that are archived. There are many witnesses about mine and my children's journey from Jacksonville, North Carolina to Yuma, Arizona, human traffic, white supremacy, human traffic. The police act like they are shocked. The police act like they are surprised. The police act like it's damn near impossible for me and my children to bend white supremacist human traffic from Jacksonville, North Carolina to Yuma, Arizona. That's how the police treat me. They laugh at me. Just like a bunch of bullies. Like a bunch of fucking bullies. Because they know, they know. A lie detector test can clear up a whole lot of shit. I can't. Oh my god. I can't win with this fucking digi girl, yo. She fucking know everything. She know it all. She's a fucking she's a fucking genius, yeah. Fucking genius. She's such a fucking genius that she's on my fucking lame ass fucking video that I have nobody on here talking to me and I'm talking to myself. And this is where Digi Girl wants to spend her fucking time, yeah. Fucking genius. She's somebody. Digi Girl, you appear to be somebody You appear, from the little bit of interactions we got here, you appear to be somebody that I could smoke weed with and debate any fucking thing on earth with you. Like, I could debate any, if I could get some fucking weed, because you are a total mind fuck. You are totally like who the fuck does that? Who goes on somebody's video who is a victim of white supremacy, human traffic, and fucks with them? Like, who does that? I actually appreciate it though, because I don't know how the system, the YouTube system works, but I think the more comments you get, it spreads the video out to more people, it reaches more people or some shit. I don't know. So I actually appreciate the criticisms and the fucking shit throwing and all that on the YouTube. Yo, go for it, yo, go for it. That's what you want to do with your time. Fuck it, go for it. I'm gonna leave it all right there, because why not? Why not? It's America. You shouldn't be censored. Starving for clout. I never did a live video in my life until the day I fucking moved out here, yo. To the day, the first time in my life I did a live video, and I was on social media for many, many, many years, like many fucking years, like 10 years or some shit. And I never did a live video. But the day I moved out of 903 Huff Drive, Jacksonville, North Carolina, the it that was the day I got into my vehicle with my kids to move to Yuma, Arizona from Jacksonville. That's the fucking moment where I did my first live. I didn't do a live video before that. I wasn't on social media like that, putting my life out there, because I wasn't feeling, I was in threat. There was no threat to my life, so it was not necessary. Now, since my journey to Yuma, Arizona, I haven't been off of social media. Like, I've been stuck on stupid. Like, I don't want to be on no fucking social media. I didn't ask for this shit. I'm doing it out of necessity. I'm doing it out of survival. I'm doing it because this might be the only thing I leave behind if they murk me. I don't have a choice. I want to leave something behind for other people can learn from my mistakes. So that's a quick snippet of reasons or explanation. If that's good enough for you, I don't know. I mean, there are witnesses. There are many witnesses. I don't even know why I gotta keep explaining myself, that there are witnesses. So, you know what? Let somebody tell me that I'm a fucking human trafficker. Let somebody tell me I'm a fucking human trafficker. Bitch, I want you to say that shit fucking louder. Tell me. I want somebody to tell me that shit. Just like they want to fucking label me all kind of shit. Label me, bitch. Label me. Label me, because I'm gonna tell you straight up. You labeling the wrong fucking one, yeah. But you know what white supremacy human traffickers do? They hide. They hide. They try to censor you so you don't say their name. They try to censor you. They try to censor you. They want to hide. They don't want their friends to know. They don't want their family to know. They want to hide. Like, it's like they want to do shit that's fucked up to people, right? But they want to hide the fucked up shit. It's like, how you gonna be a white supremacist human trafficker and show your face in public without thinking that you're gonna be called out on your shit? Do you think that you're not gonna be called out on your shit by somebody one day? How many years they been getting away with this shit that they so comfortable with getting away with it? They so comfortable with luring me and my children to their white supremacy fucking community. They comfortable with it. So how many times have they gotten away with it? How do these white supremacist human traffickers get away with their crimes? How do they get away with it? Why are they so comfortable with bringing me and my children, luring us to Yuma, Arizona, of all places in the country? And they have property in different states. So why did they pick Yuma, Arizona to be the city and state where they lured my family? Why would they pick this fucking city and state, yo? Why? I can only assume it's because they knew they would get away with it here. I can only assume that they knew that this was a place comfortable for them to create this type of crisis because it won't be frowned upon. I can only assume it's because they knew the culture here would enable and profit from it and enable it. I can only assume that. But maybe I'm a big ass. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they just did it because they're fucking dumb. Maybe they just did it because they're fucking greedy. Maybe they just did it because they really do feel like they are superior to my Black Lives Matter family. They really do believe that. So maybe that's why they did it. I predict, and again, I could be assuming and I could be wrong. And I'm not a psychic. But I predict for Yuma Police Department to follow those people who I claimed are white supremacist human traffickers. I predict for Yuma Police Department, a lot happens in when time goes by and people look back in hindsight. So I predict, give it like 10 years. Give it like 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. I predict Yuma Police Department to follow those people. Follow them. Y'all know their name, Yuma Police Department. You know who I be talking about, Yuma Police Department. I want y'all to follow those people. Okay? Follow them people for 10, 15, 20 years. Follow those people. Whether or not me and my children are unalived, whether or not these fucking white supremacists, human traffickers, murk me or my children, regardless of that, I want Yuma Police Department. I want the state of Arizona police. I want the FBI agent 9914 and her colleagues. I want y'all to follow those white supremacist human traffic people that I have named to Yuma Police Department. I want y'all to follow them because I predict I predict, I predict, I predict that the truth is going to come out. The truth is gonna come out. Whether or not me and my children live to see the day that the truth comes out, I want the world to know. And there's a lot of people out there that know they fucking name. Trust me. There's a lot of people out there who know who the fuck they are. Follow them people. Follow them. Y'all gonna see a pattern. Whoever follows those people, because what they say, a zebra don't change its stripes. Follow those fucking people, y'all. 10, 15, 20 years from now, just like follow them. Follow them people. The people that I named, follow them. That racist white supremacy teacher at Crane Middle School, don't follow her. Don't follow her. Don't follow those teachers from Crane Middle School, those fucking, I can't even be mad at them. They just as slow as I am. Don't fucking follow them. Leave Crane Middle School the hell alone. Follow the white supremacist human traffickers that brought me and my children out here. Follow them. Follow them. A zebra does not change its stripes. Follow them people. The truth will be revealed. Their characters will be revealed one way or another. Follow those people closely. Check back with them and look back. And in hindsight, y'all gonna see a lot of shit that I said, yo. And y'all gonna, it's gonna be a lot of people that's, follow them, y'all. It's not that hard. Time reveals. Time reveals. Time reveals. I had some good Irish friends on the East Coast, man. They would take the fucking shirts off they fucking back for anybody, no matter what color, no matter where they came from, no matter what the fuck situation, no matter how fucking dirty or clean, no matter. I had some good Irish friends. I was never exposed to this shit. I knew some good Mexican people on the East Coast. I was never exposed to this shit. So I am upset. Very upset that nobody fucking warned me. Follow those people. Follow them. And the cops that shitted on me, the Yuma police, the certain cops that shitted on me and my children, I hope y'all following those white supremacist human traffickers. I hope y'all following them. And I hope 10 years from now, y'all could fucking look back at what the fuck y'all did to me and my kids. And what you contributed to. We dealing with people out here that are inhumane. So how is it so far-fetched for me to believe their threats? Why is it so far-fetched for me to believe they're threats? We're dealing with people who are inhumane. We are dealing with people that buy, sell, trade people. We're dealing with people who hunt brown and black people. So why is it so far-fetched for me to believe they're threats? Why do I live in a community that knocks me and my children down every chance they get? Why do I live in that type of community that does not uplift us, that does not help us to grow? It's a fucking facade. The little bit of trinkets of fucking shit is a fucking facade, yo. It's an illusion. It's something. Yo, my son go to basketball practice. He don't even have somebody to fucking bring him back and forth, and they know that the town done swindled us out of our vehicle. So he's walking around all fucking day, and he's putting in extra time and energy in his fucking life to play for a community that has stunted his growth. And they're not concerned for his fucking safety, security, and stability because he's fucking walking around like a cab leaving him standing out in the fucking night and for in the cold, crying, unsafe, unsupervised. Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is not a fucking community. These people put brown and black children's lives at risk, and they're benefiting from it. He's not an NBA star player, but he's out there, and he's giving up his time and his fucking energy to be a part of fucking what? I don't fucking understand it. Just because he's been desperate for 3 years to be on a sports team. He's been crying out desperately to this community to allow him to be a part of the sports, a part of a team, and they don't fucking appreciate it. They be having him standing out there without a fucking ride, without safety, without adult supervision. Why? Because they put him in a profile. They put him in a Black Lives Matter profile, and to them, Black lives don't matter in Yuma, Arizona. That's why. So one day at a time. One day at a time.